winding up here. It's the trivia question that I like to ask people. What is something about you, Alex, that most people don't know? Kind of give us a little insight to you.
A lot of people know this, but they don't really understand the passion. So I grew up poor, and I grew up without a dad, didn't have a dad around, and I was always working. I had to work real young, but one of the things that I always wanted that's really helped me in a lot of ways and opened doors was my very first car was a 69 Mustang. And still today I have another 69 Mustang, and it's something about that 1969 fastback Mustang, the Mach 1 sport roof body style, that has just really shaped a lot of who I am. I've learned a lot on working on cars. I used to skip school because my car broke down and I had to fix it. I didn't have wheels to work or school. And so I don't know why that 69 Mustang, it's kind of like that movie Gone in 60 Seconds, and they had the 67, the Eleanor, for the guy. The 69 has been my main thing. So I've owned 6 of them now, and been building my dream car. So I finally was able to build my dream car, and it took 20 years of dreaming before I could get there. But that dream turned into, my goal, and then it turned into something I was actually able to achieve. And so it's just a material possession. I can't take it with me. I'm just the temporary holder of this car. But man, it sure did feel good to be able to get to that point in life where I could live out a dream, something I'd wanted to do all my life. The only other dream that I had ever lived out that took that long, I watched Top Gun. I think I was 4 or 5 years old. And I said, one day I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be a fighter pilot. I always knew I was going to join the military after watching that, but I ended up not being a fighter pilot. I did something better. I became a Marine. From the time I was 5, it took, 13 more years before I grew up and lived out that dream. So here's another one that I started out as a young man in my teenage years, and then was in my 30s that I finally got to the point where that dream that I had in my head of what that car would look like finally came true. And so, and then because of that, it's opened up so many doors and just different things that I've been able to do by just pursuing that dream and having that passion of this old car. I tell people that I have OCD, old car disease, and I just cannot shake it out of my head.
I understand. My first car was a 71 Mustang Mach 1, so a couple of years newer than yours, but I totally get it. 69s are awesome. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. So for the final question,
it's funny how
go ahead.
I was going to say it's interesting how they're starting to redesign the cars to look like the old Mustangs, and the same with Camaro. They're bringing back those classic designs. So I thought that was really cool to see that on the newer models.
Yep. Yeah, if they were just built as strong as the old ones, that'd be a lot better. But
yeah.
So for our wrap-up question here, it's my Marine targeted question. You get an extra freebie here. Since you're a Marine, I do have that one question, though. If you were a new color of crayon, what color would that be? How would you describe it, and what would its flavor be?
If I were, it'd probably be called salt and vinegar. It'd have the Marine Corps colors on it, and it would taste like salt and vinegar, just like Marines are. Sometimes you're old and crusty. It is a damn good flavor on potato chips, so they had to make a crayon like that.
Yeah, and is it painted on one side the color yellow? I guess that'd be kind of like those parking bumps and the little things on post. The rocks. If you move it, salute it. If it moves, salute it. If it doesn't, paint it.
I think the color of the crayon would actually be closer to navy colors. I could see it being like yellow sulfur on one side and like a bluish salty color on the other side. So I don't really think it fits with the Marine Corps colors. But I don't want a crayon that tastes like chalk. I want it to have some good flavors, especially when I'm eating out in the field.
Yeah, you run out of Marine MREs. You need to have those crayons. Cool. Well, Alex, I appreciate your time here today with us, and People are going to need to be able to get a hold of you. So let's get some good contact info out there for them, because they'll want to be able to reach out to you for not only your business with Funnel Science, but also with the SBA Advisory Committee for Veteran Businesses. So how can they get a hold of you, and websites, emails, phone numbers, what have you?
Yeah, I think the best way to connect with me is if you go to LinkedIn and find my feed or my page on LinkedIn, just Google Alex Fender or do the LinkedIn search for that. That's a good way to get in touch with me. If you need some help and you're trying to grow your business and you need more information on sales, marketing, or SBA, you can call my cell phone. That number is 775-445-9847. And if you wanted to email me directly, that my email times are normally a little bit slow, but alex@funnelscience.com. That's FUNNEL science, SCIENCE.com. Just know if you call or text me, I normally respond much quicker that way, but I have lots of meetings in a full schedule. So if you send me an email, I may not get to it till the end of the day or the next day. And then LinkedIn, I stay real connected to that. So if you send me a message or want to get connected, that's a real good way to stay in touch with me, send me direct messages, but also to stay aware of what I'm working on. I keep it up to date and share on that regularly.
Sure. Well, excellent, Alex. Yeah, again, I appreciate that information from you, everything that we've been able to cover here. And it's been a pleasure and an honor to be able to get to know you better. Get to know some of the things you're involved in, and get the word out for people so that they can be aware of what's going on in the world, what you do, what you stand for, and again how to get a hold of you. Again, thank you for your time, and we'll see you around the bend, my friend.
Awesome, James. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon, sir.
You too. Thank you. You've been listening to Legacy Cast. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to come back next time as we speak with more top influencers, industry experts, and business owners from around the world.